people will tell you all the time, drink water, that's why your skin's not clear, drink water.
I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See,
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about my skincare journey, what products I use, what medication I'm currently taking, and also not falling into skincare trends on social media. I know it's hard, but a lot of times you see people doing what works for them and it doesn't work for you, and then you're stuck buying all these products. Trust me, I've been through the whole thing. So first, my skincare journey. So right now I am breaking out a little bit. It's not as bad as it used to be, but this is really mainly because I didn't take my medication. I get my medication shipped to me, so during that time period I just didn't have any, so my skin is kind of acting up. But other than that, I really don't break out, especially not like I used to. If I do break out, it'll be like little whiteheads. I didn't always have bad acne growing up. Starting my junior year, that's when in high school, that's when I started to realize that, or it started to be more frequent, like my acne. I would get like huge cystic pimples. Like I would get them on my chin. They would be like kind of like boils. They would be like about this big, and I'm not even joking. I have pictures, so I'm gonna like insert them. But I would get them on my cheeks, on my chin, not really on my forehead. If I got any on my forehead, it would be small. But yeah, basically like in this bottom area, that's where I would break out really bad. It didn't always bother me, but it got to a point where, you know, you see people with clear skin and you want the same thing, and I didn't really know why I was breaking out. Turns out it's hormonal. So I went to the dermatologist, and at first I wanted to get on Accutane. Like that was my goal, to go in there, get on Accutane and be done. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know how to take pills. So with Accutane, it is a pill medication. It's not topical. So that's when I was like, I don't know if I can, you know, take pills every day, because I don't take pills often, or I didn't used to. So that's just not something that I knew how to do. And of course I taught myself, and I still struggle. But yeah, back then I didn't know how to take pills, so they put me on topicals. I believe it starts with a T. If I can find the word, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm not about to embarrass myself and try to pronounce it. But topicals, personally, I feel like they don't work for me, just because my acne was cystic, and it helped maybe a little bit, but it wasn't doing as much as I wanted it to do, which was get rid of it. It'll just like minimize it for a little bit, and then, you know, of course I'm gonna get more pimples. So I got off of like the topicals. I told them that I wanted to take pills, and that's when I started taking 𝕊𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕝. I'll also put that on the screen and like maybe insert a picture. But they're like pills I took, I believe it was 150 milligrams, and that after a few months, like it completely cleared my acne up. Like I rarely got cystic acne. So I would take 𝕊𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕝 once a day and birth control, and that's when I first realized that, okay, this is something that can work for me. And you know, my skin got to basically how it is today, and I just really rarely broke out with any like big pimples like that. I haven't had huge cystic pimples in a while, and fingers crossed it stays that way, because I don't ever want to go back. And so after I recently just got put off of that, so now I take doxycycline. I take 100 milligrams. So like, I don't want to show this, but this is it. I can show you like what the pill looks like. I take this once a day. It's like this little pill. And then I also still take birth control, not the same one that I used to take. I used to take 𝕬𝕗. Now I take a different brand. So I am no longer on 𝕊𝕠𝕝𝕝𝕝. I wish I was, because I feel like it worked better. I go back to the dermatologist again on Monday, so we'll see what she says. She's probably going to keep me on this and maybe prescribe me another topical. But as of right now, that's what I'm taking. And then I also used a different gel, like the 0.1. I can insert a picture. I don't have it with me right now. And that's what I kind of, sometimes I use it, but like I said, topicals, they don't really work for me. So I try to use it as much as I can, but it's not consistent. or at least I feel like they don't work for me unless it's like a whitehead. But with cystic acne, it's so hard to get rid of, and when you do use super strong stuff like like acne prone face wash and stuff like that, I feel like it just, for me, it would just make them turn dark, and I would get dark spots left over, especially like if they were like white and I would just pop them, then I would just get like dark marks. And then, oh, this is another thing, they also prescribed me this Fabior. This is what I also use. I don't use it now, as I really rarely use it now. It makes your skin really dry. But I did use it like in the beginning of my acne journey, and I feel like that helped with my dark marks. That's why it's not as like bad as it was, because I remember one time I got like a huge pimple right here and I popped it and it left like a mark. I'll see if I can find pictures of that, but I feel like that helped me, at least for the most part, kind of even out my skin tone, even though it's not as even as it could be. I don't know if you can tell, but so that's basically what I use now as far as medication. And for face wash, I keep it gentle because the stuff that I use does dry out my skin. Oh, and then another thing, when I was taking spironolactone, it dries out your skin a little bit, but I used to have oily, like, I want to say super oily, but I did have oily skin, and I feel like that kept my skin kind of dry. So if you have oily skin and you don't like it, that was a plus, at least for me personally, that my skin wasn't as oily anymore. But now that I'm on a different medication, I feel like my skin is kind of getting, it's not super oily, but it's still a little bit. But as far as like face wash, I use this CeraVe, excuse my nails, I just use that. I use the moisturizing cream as well. See, it's almost empty. And then the Ordinary drops to help like hydrate my skin. It's kind of like, this is really empty. I need to get some more, and I want to try the snail serum because I've heard that that's good for your skin as well. But those are the 3 things that I use, and I don't have a skincare routine. I'm just going to say that. A lot of people, they do with like the 4 different face washes and the toner and stuff like that. I just don't. Maybe one day I will, but as of right now, I try to keep it simple because I don't want to dry my skin out too much. But I am open to suggestions if you guys have any that will help hydrate my skin. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. So like hydrating mask and stuff like that, that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards as of right now. And throughout my skincare journey, you know, especially in the beginning before I was on medication, I feel like it's so important not to fall into social media as far as like their skincare routines, because it's a lot of stuff out there that just, at least for me personally, just did not work because of the type of acne that I had. So I remember back then, Glam Glow used to be a big thing. That did nothing but dry my skin out. And then, you know, you waste tons of money just trying all these different products because this person said this is how they, you know, their skin got clear. But genetics also plays a big part in, you know, how your skin looks. And then another thing is water. People will tell you all the time, drink water, that's why your skin's not clear, drink water. Depending on your acne, that is not going to be the main reason. I drink water all the time, but my acne is hormonal based, or it was no, it still is. My acne is hormonal based. So me just drinking water, that's not going to clear my skin up. I have to take medication, or something else has to be done from within to help, you know, calm down my acne. So when people say that, I'm just like, that's not, because there's plenty of people that don't drink water, that don't wash their face every day, or if they do wash their face, it'll be like with the bar of Dahl soap, and their skin is clear. So do what works for you, and if you can, and if you can't afford it, seek help from a professional. Like, don't rely on social media 100%. There are hidden gems, but a lot of the time, you know, it's genetics, and it could just be that person, you know. At the end of the day, do what works for you. So yeah, I've kind of gone through, I guess, everything that I wanted to go through. This is going to be a short, quick video. I'm not going to do my skincare routine just because it's not really a routine. It's just, I go on with this, and then I do the Ordinary, and then I do the moisturizer. If I do end up adding more stuff, then I can do a skincare routine video if that's what you guys want to see. And I'm saying you guys very loosely because I don't have any subscribers right now. So 5 people that watch this, 2 people, 100, however many of this video gets, whoever this video reaches. So yeah, that concludes my video. I can do like a zoom in of my skin. So like I said, I'm kind of like breaking out right here, and I don't have makeup on. I only have like lip gloss and the light behind me, but yeah, so this concludes my video. This is just what works for me, and like I said, disclaimer, what works for me may not work for you, and it's not going to work for everybody, but this is just my journey personally. So maybe I can help somebody, or somebody is going through the same thing as me, or was going through the same thing as me and is looking for a little bit of guidance. This is what I've learned so far. There's still things, my skin is not perfect. There are still some things that I want to work on. There's like these bumps on the bottom of my chin. I was told that it's old acne, but I've never seen anybody with the same, like, I guess, issue as me. It's only like, you know, like big pimples and stuff like that, which I pretty much got rid of, but I'll do a zoom in again. But it's like these little bumps on my chin. That's one thing that I'm like trying to work on getting rid of. But my skincare isn't as bad as it was, and I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace. Bye guys.